What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Fishing Planet video. Since it's St. Patrick's Day, I figured I would show you how to catch these little buggers. The northern snakehead. Now, what you're gonna need is a, 20 to 40 pound setup with some titanium leader. I don't know if they can bite through, but you do have to pay in a special currency for these baits. So you definitely just want to make sure they can't bite off your lure. Want to make sure they can't bite through the line. Now, also when you're fishing for them, make sure you have the gold horseshoe stringer equipped, or they will not count towards the mission. To get this, you need 77 parts of the golden horseshoe, which you get by just doing the boat races on Emerald Lake, Tiber River, St. Croix Lake, San Joaquin Delta, Sander Baggersdy, Blue Crab Island, Maku Maku, Moron River, and the Amazonian Maze. And just, if you have money, just bounce from lake to lake, and try and make it so whatever lake you end at is gonna be the one that you have this for, because you also need clover coins. Then you need clover coins to buy all these lures. 66 in total to get the emerald jig head, the Irish crayfish, the clover spoon, the Irish bass jig, the spinner bait, the buzz bait, frog popper, the popper pint, and the stout walker. Once you get all those, you will get, I believe it's called the lucky pot popper, which you also need. Yes, it's swim bait lucky pot. That's what it is. You also need to complete the mission. So you need to catch a certain amount of snakeheads with each one of these lures. It is very tedious, but just keep at it and you will eventually get it to get these sweet rewards here. You get the St. Patrick's Song motorboat, the leprechaun frock coat, Patty's top hat, and the shamrock glasses. Now, the way I've done it is just equip a lure, go to Blue Crab Island, Mangrove Sunset. You will spawn right about over there. Just walk down to here and cast towards all these stumps sticking out of the water. You will catch two things, pretty much. Depending on the lure, you might be able to catch tarpon, but you will, for the most part, catch either snakeheads or common snook. And like I said, it is very tedious, but if you just keep at it, you will get what you need. And you will know what you have on. If it's a snook, you will know. The snakeheads fight much harder than you would guess by their weight. They are very feisty little creatures. So, I may actually change the time here. We're getting a little off the peak. This isn't the best day at all. I might try it the night. But yes, just cast towards all these stumps and reel in, jig. Oh, yeah, this is a snakehead. You can just tell how they just instantly take it and shoot up your line tension. It's either a snakehead or sometimes you'll get a unique snook, but you will be able to tell. And yeah, this is a snakehead. And it's fighting pretty hard. I mean, nothing on this setup is under 40 pounds. But I will show you how big this fish is. I mean, I'm almost able to use full drag on it. Or rather, how small this fish is. You can see they're really not that big. Most of them are anywhere from 25 to 30 pounds. Actually, on the leaderboard, they don't get to 30 pounds. They don't get to 29 pounds. I think the biggest I've seen is I think the biggest I've seen is 28 pounds on the leaderboard. But yeah, it doesn't really matter what, when, so long as you're on the peak and using one of the event lures, you will get them. See, all these ones have been in the early morning. This one's in the late evening. These ones have been on a sunny day. You can catch them on any day. Catch them at night. At any point, you can catch them so long as you're using the right lure and you're fishing at the peak. Once again, make sure you have that titanium leader on so they don't bite off your lure, because you will have to pay in back clover coins to get new ones. And make sure you are using the golden horseshoe stringer, or whatever fish you count. Whatever fish you catch will not count towards the mission. Now, you can get those clover coins by doing the leprechaun's favor, which do, obviously. But eventually, it's going to get to a point where you can't go there. Right now, it's asking me to go to Maku Maku and Moron River, which I cannot do. I can go to Maku Maku, but I cannot go to the Moron River. I do not have a high enough level. So, just stay wherever you were catching them best, which this is a hot spot. Just take any event bait, also cast them out here. So take the pickled palm fruit, the drunken worm, or the bully grasshopper, cast them out here during a peak, and those bass, those leprechaun fish, and those buzzman tambiqui will eat it up, and you get one clover coin one bait coin for every one of those fish you catch, which you can then, I already did this, but you can go exchange them for clover coins. You can only do it once per each of these, believe the other one was like 60 bait coins for 200 clover coins. And this one's 120 for 500. I would have gone with this one. I just didn't have 120 bait coins on me at the time. But just grind it out till you get 66 clover coins. Well, till you get 88, so you can get the gold horseshoe. So you get 77 pieces of it, 88 clover coins, and then 66 more, so you can purchase all of the lures. And yeah, if you're not able to go to Blue Crab Island, then I'm sure you can look up some tutorial on where else you can find them and where. I didn't have to. I tried Quanchkin. I was really hoping Quanchkin would be useful, but I didn't get any there. I'm sure there's people that get a lot at Quanchkin. It just wasn't my jam. If there was a lot that I was getting, I would absolutely stay there, because I love Quanchkin. It's one of my favorite, if not my favorite, maps in this game. But yeah, I'm sure you can find a tutorial on, you know, where to find them not at Blue Crab Island. But yeah, like I said, just keep at it, you'll get them. Doesn't matter when, doesn't matter what weather conditions, so long as you are fishing at that peak. That's the most important part, because they're not that willing to bite to begin with. As you can see, it's not like I'm getting them every cast. But yes, it's very important that you're fishing at the peak. And just keep casting out, reeling in, and eventually you'll get those snakeheads. You do need a lot. Oh. So, actually, I don't know. Maybe it was just a little low at the start. Yeah. Probably just a bigger one. No, it's actually quite small. But yeah, I could tell because it didn't immediately slam up into max tension for what you have your drag at. It's not hitting the drag ceiling. So now I've showed you what each of these fish that you can catch here look like on the tension. You can see the northern snakehead will just BAM! Right when they strike, just take you to full tension. Whereas common snook, if they do take you to full tension, which some of them just don't, it's a lot slower, and at the start you'll get a second where it's just real low tension, and then it'll start going up. But the snakeheads will just slam you. But yeah, hopefully this helps, and I will see you in the next one.